Hello everyone, welcome to Toddler and Motherhood, where I share my experience as a journey through motherhood. Today I'll be doing like a part 2 of the things I got on Temu to help my kids with development. Anyway, so let's get to it. So the first thing I will talk about is this one here. It's called Happy Campus, and I got this way before I gave birth to him. I kind of prepare the things I would do with him prior to giving birth, so that when that time comes, I already had those things ready. One of the things I bought was this right here. And what I love about this is that not only does it teach him various things like, you know, names of stuff and the alphabets and the numbers, but the beauty of this thing is the whole hand dexterity thing, right? You'll be surprised we do this so easily, but this is a skill that they have to learn. Like pulling things and pulling them back. That's a skill that they'll learn using this book, as well as also learning the various things that you can see here. And for me, I guess how I've leveraged this, and which I was constantly doing right now, is like singing the alphabet song. And then he loves to pull this out like this. And I'm like, what letter is that? I'll just tell him what the letter is, and I'll take it out and I'll put it back for him. And at some point, you'll be probably able to put this on the ground and then tell him, oh, put this, can you match this with the with the right letter, you know? And so that's another way to use this. I'm just sharing ways that I would possibly leverage this. And you know, creativity, whatever works for your baby and you. And then with numbers, what I like about it is that it teaches the numbers calling and also counting at the same time. So you guys can see right there, it teaches counting at the same time as teaching the numbers. And then it talks about various fruits. You know, the other thing you can do is just matching things, right? You see how the shape goes with the pineapple. So even if you can't call the word pineapple, which is written there, you can, you know, your kiddo can learn how to match also with this, and eventually also learn how to say the words as well as spell the words, right? The same thing with, what is this? This one here is just various things. I wanted to say transportation, but it's like there's a binky there, there's a car there, there's a sock there, there's a boat there, so it's like various things. And then you have the animals here. With this one, you can have it match, or you can make animal sound. What sound does elephant make? And stuff like that. That is how I would leverage this, you know, like I always say, creativity, whatever works for you. The goal is to get your kiddo interested, so just play around and see what excites your child as you're teaching them, and whatever excites them, you can use it to learn. If your child likes to dance, you do dancing and learning at the same time. So there, the next thing that helps with hand dexterity and coordination is coloring. So they might not color greatly when they are young and they're just playing around and just, you know, scribbling everywhere. But why I love this book is that it's one item per page, guys. Look at that. So there's not a lot going on, you know, that it's not a busy book, so that's a great thing. And then eventually, as they grow older, they can learn to follow direction, right, with the what do you call this, basically following whatever image is written here. So you can teach them how to follow direction. Okay, we're gonna follow the I think this is a dragon. The dragon. What color is this? It says yellow, red, and yellow. And white. So we're gonna color our dragon that way. So that's a way of teaching colors as well as learning how to maneuver with their hands. So how many pages are this? 40 fun and simple coloring drawings for kids from 3+. Okay, it says 3+, but who says you can't start using it with your child at 1 year old? Do not limit your child. That's what I'll tell you. Okay? All right. So this one, we already started doing it. He's not really interested in coloring like that. I'm going to tell you for factos. This is the coloring he's done so far. You can see little scribble lines there. But yeah, that's another thing I like about this one. That one was, what was that focused on? That was focused on animals. Yeah, animals. And this was focused on different what do you call this? Means of transportation. So that's great. So as the coloring, you'll be like, what is the car? The car says beep, beep, beep. You know, if you see a bus, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. If you see a boat, what is that boat again? Roll, roll, roll your boat, you know? So you can sing along. Look at the bus right here. Bus is right here. So you can sing along while you are teaching. And who knows, you can even play music while you're doing this. You can draw. I mean, sorry, not draw. Have them watch something related to what it is that they're coloring, you know, to make it relatable to them. All right, so that's it for this one. And then lastly, the last thing I got, which was just most recently, this one was actually recently. The only one I got way before I gave birth to him was this one. The last thing is a puppet, guys, a puppet. So on Temu, there were different kind of puppets there. The ones that were more expensive and the least expensive ones. This was like $3 or thereabouts. I'm gonna see if I can find the links for all of these things and put it on there. But I wanted to get a male and female puppet, so I got these two puppets here. And what the great things about puppet, that it helps with language development, because you know you're gonna be talking and pretending, showing them how to even converse, also building emotional skills, because you're gonna show them in this puppet defense scenes and what is happening and how to address those things, right? All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sure if I find more things that I'm using, oh, there's one more thing that I created, like a little schedule that we go through throughout the day, to ensure, just to make sure that we hit those points. Give me 1 second, let me go grab that. So here is a schedule that I created with the help of ChatGPT, and it was basically, look, this is like the 4th schedule we've created. We've been trying all kind of schedules and just trying to figure out what worked best, and you find yourself that you would probably have to do that. So I broke it this time into 4 different parts. How many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different parts. Before school bus, that means before his brother gets on the bus, when his brother arrives, after school bus, after his nap, and then, you know, later in the afternoon. That's how I broke it up. And some highlights are things that I would love that he does, just to build that repertoire. Like repeating of things would help to build their skills. So every day he's saying goodbye to his brother. When his brother leaves for the school bus, it's teaching him how to, you know, wave his hand. And then there's alphabet, there's numbers. Those 2 things we do daily, and then we try to do daily, you know. Sometimes we don't get to do it, but in every day there's like, in every section there's at least 3 or 4 things that are there that we hope to hit throughout the day. And you know, this looks like a lot, but in reality you're doing this like 5 minutes. One item is like 5 minutes, or even less, depending on the, you know, your child's interest. And that's pretty much it. If you are also looking to do something by yourself like this, it's really simple. Then I laminated this and I put it on the fridge. You just go and ChatGPT. I created my own little words of what I wanted to do, and then I gave it to ChatGPT, and it basically spewed out those things and categorized it for me. And I printed and laminated it, period. I didn't have to go on Canva to do any of those things. So pretty much that's it, guys, for today in terms of educational stuff that I'll be leveraging. Of course, as time goes on, that might change, you know, and I may not even have any interest in some, may not have interest in some of the things that I plan to do. So it's just about being creative and switching things out and watching and observing to see what he likes and what works for him. All right, guys, I hope you found this useful. If you did, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. I heard there's something like hype it, and do share with others you think might benefit from this. All right, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, till next time, bye.